I played Big Alley Championship for the first time in 10 years, and this is how it went.
You har locked me.
Where are we?
We're at Crow Park.
What
our
are we
favourite
doing?
place, playing handball, doing our favourite thing.
By we, we're saying her, obviously.
Yeah.
Gonna do big handball things today.
Yeah.
In the big alley.
Me and the best doubles partner in the country,
Not me. It is Neve. She'll make an appearance later.
the mighty Ní Churraoin.
Unless she's shy, but we'll get a glimpse of her anyway.
Alright,
Once
it's only 3 hours before the game, so I need to start warming up.
Yeah, warm up, very important.
Yeah.
Warm up.
Are we going in?
Yeah. Just for this. We'll get her now.
Hi guys. Great, we're making a documentary about handball. About handball.
Big ball or small ball?
Something.
Something. That
Does
big
it-
fast ball that bounces.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Thank you.
And
Wow,
then
appreciate
we have
that.
one more as well in the car. I know, yeah.
Right by the bins, it's perfect.
Obviously 10 years is quite a long time to not compete in a particular code of handball, and that wasn't really of my choosing, if this makes sense. So a bit of backstory. I competed in Big Alley, all underage, all up through minor, intermediate, and then it kind of naturally happened that I drifted away from it because the summer of 2017 I tore my ACL pre-Big Alley season, which meant that I then couldn't play Big Alley that summer. I couldn't play the next summer because I was still recovering. And then I moved to America in 2018 and I was there until 2021, missed the Big Alley season in 2021. And then by the time I was back in Ireland in 22, I played 40x20. I played a bit of one wall, but I kind of was like, I'll give the Big Alley a miss. And that's kind of what happened for the last few years. I just focused mainly on the 40x20 since coming home from America. This year had zero intention of playing in the Big Alley, but then myself and Neve at the end of 40x20 season were like, Jesus, a long time till we play again. Will we play Big Alley? And we kind of went back and forth like, oh, will we? And we were like, sure, we'll enter and, we'll give it a crack and see how we get on.
While Ciana is doing important things such as warming up, I obviously also have to be on top of my game. So when I got a coffee from Russell Street Bakery, amazing place to be honest, and their croissants and stuff is so good. So I am also obviously getting ready for the big day and the fun game. Obviously have to make an outfit change to match the occasion of today. And if you know me, you know that I love the good old bucket hat to support our Galway girls. So the bucket hat is on, the jersey is on, we are ready to roll. This is going to be a fun day.
And one of the main things that I have thought about in this Big Alley experience is just how much I think you actually get from playing all codes of handball, especially when you're younger.
My time to shine. Game ball. Shite.
So like I said, I would have played 40x20, one wall, Big Alley, like pretty much every tournament that was going up until I was about 18. I just played in them all. Didn't really think of myself as a 40x20, a 60x30 or a one wall player. I just played handball as much as I possibly could. But now that I'm older and I've spent a bit of time away from the Big Alley, away from one wall, when I think about actually becoming a really good handball player, I think that's something that has helped me. That experience of playing one wall, playing Big Alley, playing 40x20 as much as possible, because they all require such different skills, and that's something that really stands out in the final. I think even looking back at it, thinking about it, and I knew this as soon as the game was over, you could really see the difference between the people who are highly skilled in the Big Alley and obviously good at handball, but then myself and Neve who are like good at handball, highly skilled in 40x20, but it's a different story to adapt to a completely different code of handball. So I think, the big alley obviously requires a lot of underarm, overhand, flying the ball, reacting to the bounce of the ball actually is huge. And then also a huge one is learning to use your whole body in the swing, because it's a big court and you need to get a bit of power behind the ball to be able to play quite well. And it's amazing watching people play and watching people and the amount of power they can get out of their body compared to 40x20. Yes, you have to be powerful, but you can also get away with maybe not using your whole body all the time. And in the 40x20, it's a lot more sidearm, you're probably down low, you're killing off the back wall. You use both sides a bit more in 40x20, I believe. Someone might tell me different, but I think it's easier to be dominant on your strong side in the big alley, like the way the ball bounces. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. But yeah, I think it's interesting playing against people who have been playing big alley, or like especially every big alley season they're playing, because the shots that they go for are just entirely different than the shots that I would instinctively go for when I'm in there. And like, even the bounce of the ball, my instinct is to move back, because in the 40x20 the back wall's right there, just let it off the back wall. But in the big alley, the back wall's very far away from the front wall. Yeah, this is just my handball brain thinking about all the differences and all the benefits of actually doing all three. That can be hard to do as you get older, to commit the same way to all three. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing the singles, is because when I train for something in handball, I want to train for it intensely. And, I think it's fun to train intensely and then to see how that goes in competition. And, I also think it's important for me personally to not be doing that all year round. So, for some people, obviously they do that really well, like they train intensely for the 40x20, 60x30, one wall, and they're performing in all of them all the time. But, for me personally, I think it's good to, train intensely for specific things and also focus on other things that are maybe not handball related for some parts of the year. Like I love doing different types of physical activities as well, and that helps me then be able to train intensely for handball, if that makes sense. I'm kind of going off on random tangents here with my thoughts about handball and the big alley, but yeah, maybe we'll be back. Maybe we'll do the singles one day. Hello.
How are we feeling?
Great.
The interview questions of all the interview questions after a sporting performance.
You have to ask me some good questions now to inspire me.
What happened?
I think we lost.
It did happen. That is a recap, yeah?
No, I think that today really highlighted the difference between 60x30, really good 60x30 players, and people who play a lot of handball but don't play a lot of 60x30 until this year, obviously.
And where do you fall into this category?
People who play a lot of handball. But I am very glad that we played, because I think that this is something I've been thinking about, because I played all three codes growing up, and I think it's really good to play as much handball as you can, because you just work on completely different things. Like
Absolutely.
In the 6x30, I know moving to the ball and my feet are just like, just let it back.
Yeah.
So my instinct is just so 40x20 oriented, whereas even though I didn't do it much, I was thinking, move into the ball.
No, it's very interesting from a point of view for me as well, to be watching it, because I've never actually seen 60x30. I've only seen 40x20 and some like one wall.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting to see how different the game is. And it was quite cool, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good game to play, guys.
Absolutely. And I was just, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, y'all are running so much.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's a different type of running too. Yeah. Like it's very like, sometimes I felt like I had about 5 seconds, like, to the point that I then would miss hit the ball because Do you know, for Argenti, you just have to be so quick, like with your feet.
Yeah.
But you have to be quick here too, but you have more time to get ready.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't even know how to explain it. It's an interesting one.
It was also very interesting how the ball died. Like, really died. If it was a good serve, for example,
And then
when
you
it
just-
wrapped around,
Yeah, you
it just
feel a
like,
bit silly then.
you looked a
'cause-
little silly, yeah.
Yeah. Like in the second game, the serves like killed us. Because, yeah, they hit some great serves, and I wish I could say I knew exactly what to do with them. But it didn't work out very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Regardless of the outcome, you know who still loves you, except obviously all of your awesome fans, because they don't care about the outcome. Do you know who else loves you?
My doubles partner, Neve.
Yes, that's also someone, yeah. That's not the one I'm talking about.
Simon.
Simon! Because he doesn't care.
That's true. And now we'll cut to Simon, not caring. Time to break the news to my biggest fan. The disappointment. All right, Simon, I have something important to tell you. It's really hard for me to say. I came second in the handball game. What's that? Oh, I'm still the best handballer you know. Good boy.